In episode 15, Karen writes about the strange and elegant Texas bird, the yellow-billed cuckoo, that some say has the supernatural ability to predict the rain. Along with the yellow-billed cuckoo, 5 other cuckoos visit or nest in Texas. These are the black-billed cuckoo, the Greater Roadrunner, the groove-billed unie, the Mangrove Cuckoo, and the Dark-billed Cuckoo, although these last 2 are only rare visitors. Each of these birds is a special treat to see or hear. If you like these podcasts, please consider following us. Or if listening on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Your interest and support make these segments possible and keep us going. To learn more about Wild Texas, visit our website at www.reflectionstexas.com.
Wouldn't it be nice if a living thing could predict rain? I don't mean a TV weather forecast, a weather app for your phone, or even a meteorologist. I mean a plant or an animal that could announce 2 or 3 days ahead if rain is coming. Something in our backyards that was almost infallible. We, gullible humans, have repeatedly tried to identify such a species. There are resurrection ferns on oak limbs that uncoil lovely green fronds after a rain. But that is after a rain. Cenizo may burst into bloom in a vivid pink display before a shower. Does it know rain is on the way? Maybe. But if you check your records, there has likely been a good rain 2 weeks before the blooming. Still, we may be onto something with Cenizo. I went online to ask Mr. Smarty Plants, yes, that is its name, under the auspices of the Ladybird Johnson Wildflower Center. The consensus among plant people is that the Cenizo bloom responds to high soil moisture or humidity after rain. But high humidity conditions before rain can also trigger blooming. So there you have it. A possible predictor of rain. Another species that has long been associated with the foretelling of rain is the rain crow. Rain crows are not crows, but the yellow-billed cuckoo. These birds have a distinctive call. It goes something like this. The call descends and slows down, and the ending sounds like a gulp. This call is said to portend rain. The more frequent the calling, the more likely it will rain. Or so the old farmers say. Ornithologists have noticed that yellow-billed cuckoos tend to call more often on cloudy days. So, since cloudy days are more likely to be rainy days, I guess at least some of the time, the cuckoo is correct. But I wouldn't give up on the Weather Channel in favor of the rain crow. Some say the rain crows are the most interesting birds, even if they can't predict the weather. They are among the last incoming summer birds to arrive, often not until May. Once here, they are somewhat secretive, except for their call, and prefer to feed in taller trees. Caterpillars are their favorite foods, especially tent caterpillars. But insects of all kinds are taken. One spring day, during a walk on our farm, I saw a yellow-billed cuckoo. He was slim and elegant. His tail was long, blackish above and with large white spots below. He flew across the trail in front of us and landed in plain view just a few feet away. He called his special call twice, and I saw his throat vibrate each time. But he didn't open his bill because he held breakfast in his mandibles. He had one of those large, ugly, grasshopper-like bugs pinched in his beak. Thank goodness, something eats those pesky things. I used to catch them and feed them to my chickens. But then one of these grasshoppers bit me. I was done harvesting this food source. The chickens must now catch their grasshopper treats. The hens are not very good at it, so I am glad the cuckoos are helping. Together, they might make a dent in this grasshopper overpopulation. The preferred habitat of the yellow-billed cuckoo is in the dense foliage of open woodlands. In South Texas, they are often found in hackberry trees and live oaks, typically along the edges of rural roads and streams. They like to place their nests in trees and bushes overgrown with grapevines. The nests are frail platforms of sticks, twigs, vines, and rootlets. But what they lack in nest-building skills, they make up by the speed of the young's development. Just 6 days after hatching, the naked baby's feathers burst out of their sheaths, and the young cuckoos can be fully feathered in as little as 2 hours. In this respect, they are much like their cousin, the Roadrunner. Roadrunner babies develop spiky feather sheets all over their bodies while still in the nest. Then suddenly, all the feather sheets burst open. The babies go from nearly naked, but spiky, to fully feathered in hours. This rapid feather growth is why you rarely see a downy baby roadrunner. The cuckoo family is a fascinating group of birds. There are over 120 species of cuckoos worldwide. All of them share certain physical characteristics. One characteristic is their strange feet, 2 toes point forward and 2 point backward. Nearly all cuckoos have elongated bodies and stout decurved bills. And then there are their loud and unmusical voices. Our yellow-billed cuckoo has a loud and unmusical call. But it is distinctive. Once you learn to recognize it, listen and observe. You can find out if our rain crows predict rain.
Again, please follow us on your podcast site of choice. Your interest and support help make us more visible, and more like-minded listeners can find us. We're all about getting the conservation message out there, and you can help with your support. Thank you.